Welcome back to my YouTube channel, friends. Welcome back. It's a wonderful pleasure to be back here again to talk and reason with you again. Today, you know what is going to happen, right? Part 2 of Bad Habits. Part 2 of Bad Habits. You don't want to miss this. I know you did enjoy part 1. Now it's part 2. We are going to wrap this up. Yes, welcome back, friends. Welcome back to part 2 of Bad Habits. Yes. So remember, if you're new, friends, remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. All right? Yes. So I want to thank my friends for their comments. I see that they really did enjoy this reasoning about bad habits. you know thank you guys for your comment. You make me laugh. Yes, one of the bad habits that they were saying that I was being too nice in saying about a partner that spy on their spouse. So they said I was too nice saying spy. All right. Anyway, so if you're hearing noise in the background, it is a vehicle passing, making some announcement. So it is very loud in my video. My when I'm doing my video, it is always drama. I always have some noise that always interrupting my videos. All right. So yes, let's get back to our conversation. Bad habits, right? Bad habits. And the first bad habit that I will be going through is dwelling on the past. Dwelling on the past. And you have some partners, they constantly tend to dwell on what would have passed from way back. They always dwelling on the past, whether they were in some past relationships and they had bad experience, and now being in a present one, they tend to talk a lot about their past, and that friends, that should go. Because if you keep bringing the past into your presence, then it is an indication that you don't want to move on, right? And you're pausing your own relationship from moving forward. So it is not a good thing when you have a spouse and they continue to dwell on the past. It is not good. It is not good, right? So that one, friends, that need to go. Dwelling on the past, that need to go. All right. So that is not good, friends. That is not good. And another thing that will cause problem in your relationship is not accepting your wrong, right? And you have some partners, they don't like to accept that they're wrong, right? Even when it is up in their face showing that you're wrong, they don't want to accept it. They have some person, they love to be right all the time. That's not a good habit to have, because you're saying that you are not open to learn and to be corrected, right? So that is not good, right? When a one can't accept that they are wrong, that is not good, friends. That's a major problem to have in your marriage relationship or when you're even dating someone and they can't accept that yes, they were wrong. That is no, that's a big problem, friends. Big problem, right? So you need to check that one out. Now, this one, maybe a lot of persons supposed to have faced with that in their relationship. Um, when you're trying to talk to your partner or you're trying to tell your partner something and they are like in the phone. Yeah, you experience that one, right? Trying to talk to your partner and they are down in the phone. And while you're there talking, they're not paying you one mind down in the phone. And when you ask, did you hear what I'm saying? They're like, yeah, man, yeah. Yeah, so what you were saying again, and that can be very, very disrespectful too. Because you're my talking to you and you're down in the phone, right? Paying the phone mind and paying me mind, right? And maybe you're trying to tell your partner, um, you know, something that you have experienced, on the road, or you're trying to share how was your day with your partner, or you're trying to telling your partner something nice or a compliment and they're like down in the phone. That can be a big turn off, right? That can be a big turn off. um, and you may not want to share anything again with your partner, right? Or you may be reluctant to share anything because you're not getting that attention when you're sharing anything with your spouse, right? So I guess a lot of person can relate to that one, right? And another thing that will cause problems in a relationship, trying to change your partner. A lot of person tend to have that about them. Trying to change your partner. That's a red flag, right? Because if you're trying to change me, that means you're saying you don't accept me for who I am. And that's not good, right? Trying to change your partner, it is not a good thing, right? It is not a good thing. You need to accept the person for who he or she is. I mean, before you even get into the relationship with the person, you should know the type of person you're getting yourself involved in. If it's someone you can build with and have a marriage life with, instead of going in the relationship and now in the relationship you're trying to change the person, right? So persons need to share before getting into a relationship. If there's something that you see you don't like or whatever, you need to talk about it. Then when you're in the relationship now you're trying to change the person, that's not good, right? That's a red flag as well, right? Now this one also maybe a lot of person can relate to when you're you're trying to say something or show your partner something and they rather to listen to other person than to listen to than to listen to you, right? Right? So yes, so you have some persons you can't tell them nothing, but when they meet up with their friends or family, they rather to listen to them than to listen to you, right? Than to listen to you, their spouse. And that is not good, because if you have your spouse and your spouse can't listen to you, or you can't tell your spouse anything or any encouragement, or and they take it and they rather to listen to other person, that's not good. That can cause a big problem as well, because both persons should be able to listen to each other and can reason and talk to each other, right? Because if you rather to listen to person outside of your marriage or of your relationship, then why the sense being in that relationship with your partner, with your spouse? You get what I'm saying? So both person need to be able to listen to each other and can talk and reason with each other instead of listening to others outside than listening to your spouse. Because sometimes it's the same thing your spouse telling you and end up listening to other person that tells you the same thing, and it's not good, right? It's not good at all. That can break off the bond with each other, right? And another thing too that, you know, both male and female will do, right? But I tend to lean um, on the male side, that this more happen with the male doing it to the female, right? Calling your partner every time, right? Every time, I mean, every minute for the day, you're calling your partner as if, you know, you're checking up on your partner, right? Just call. No, it's good, you know. You can, you know, call your partner, you know, during the day and ask, you know, if he or she is okay, or did you have lunch or whatever. Are you okay? You know, and yeah, you can check, you can do that one little call. But when you find it too frequently, for one day, every time it's a call, that is saying something, that insecurity, right? Insecurity, and that is not good, because that can be very annoying. Calling your partner every time for the day can be annoying, and it's not everyone can cope with that, right? That can be very annoying, right? So if you're going into a relationship and you're a person like that, state it, that you're a person love to call, and you will call 10 times for the day to find out if that person will accept it. You see, when you have bad habits, you need to say it. Say the bad habits that you have, that is would be too much, to see if the person will accept it. Right? All right. So the last one that we will be looking at is holding grudge. Yes, holding grudge. You do have spouse that will hold grudge against each other. Holding, yes, you do have partners that will hold grudge against each other. And it should not be like that, because if you're in a relationship or you're married, that simply means that you are what? One. And it shouldn't be grudge, I mean, among each other, because everything that you do would benefit both persons, because you're in that relationship, right? So no grudge shouldn't hold there. But you do have partners holding grudge against each other. Yes, sometimes it can be one partner making more money than the other, and there's a grudge, right? Sometimes maybe one partner may be buying stuff for themselves more than the other, right? And person will get jealous and, you know, hold a grudge, and it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. So friends, these bad habits need to go, and if you want to have a long-lasting relationship, these things need to be checked out, because as simple as how they sound, they can cause major problem. Yes, because there's a lot of marriages that gone down the drain, and if you should hear what causes the breakup, what causes them to be divorced, you would be shocked out of your wits if you hear some things, some simple things, right? Simple, simple things. Like I heard this story about these two couple arguing about a rat. One is saying it's a mice, the other is saying it's a rat, right? And they go on and on and on with that, and it caused them to break up. Because they didn't come to an agreement and said, okay, it's the same thing. So yes, they split the difference, right? Instead, they argue about who is right, who is wrong. It's a mouse. It's a rat and all these things. So sometimes some simple things, friends, we need to compromise when we can compromise, or some of the time you can take the wrong and just call it a, yeah. So sometimes there are some things that we draw out too much, and it costs our relationships, and many of us, we don't like to be wrong, and that's a big problem in a relationship. So friends, we need to check out these little things, these bad habits, talk about them, see how best you can work with them and get rid of them, right? Because many times things get out of hand, and it didn't have to get out of hand that way, right? So we need to listen to each other talk and reason with each other, right? So that you can have a beautiful communication and a beautiful relation. Communication is the key, friends. All right, so I leave it here, friends. I leave it here, and there are some scriptures that you can read, and that will help you to get rid of some bad habits, some things that you will be doing that um, will cause your relationship, right? You can read First Peter 5 verse 7, and also Mark 7 verse 20 to 23, and also First Corinthians 6 and 19, and the last one is Hebrews 13 verse 5. So these text, friends, can help you to see yourself and to get rid of bad habits that you shouldn't be carrying and pulling with you, right? So I leave it here, friends. I leave it here. Tomorrow you won't want to miss this conversation that we will be having. We will be talking about love is not enough for a healthy marriage. Love is not enough for a healthy marriage, and you will want to hear that. All right, so friends, remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. All right, so whenever I drop a video, you can be notified. So friends, hope you enjoy this little reason and this wrapping up of bad habits. There's a lot more to be said because this topic can go on and on and on, but we have to move on to something else. So friends, keep it breezy and enjoy your day or enjoy your night, and we will be reasoning and sharing